Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode from Network from Home. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about whether you should buy or rent the router that you use in your home network. And by the end of this video, you'll have an answer to that. You will know what category you fall in based upon the information we go over here. As a spoiler, your internet service provider is probably not going to be happy with the advice that I give you here. So let's dive right into it. Okay, so let's take it from the top here. What happens and what do you get when you rent a router from your internet service provider or your ISP? Well, for one, the ISP will send a technician to come to your house and set up your router when they set up and activate your internet plan. So it's really easy. You don't have to do anything. They set up the device in your home, which actually is a modem and router combination device, because it's usually one device that functions as both the modem and router in your home network. So in that sense, it simplifies things. It's one device. It's set up for you by the technician. You don't really have to do anything to get it up and running. The catch there is the fees that are associated with that service. So when you rent a modem router combination device from your internet service provider, they will usually charge you a monthly fee on top of the monthly cost of your internet plan. In my case, they charged me $14 a month. So if you think about that, the technician came, set up the modem router combination at my house, and then I had to pay $14 every single month that I used the internet. And I don't want to bias things too much here, but the bottom line is there are better options out there, and let's talk about what the other alternatives are. So it's pretty apparent here, if you rent your modem router combination device from your internet service provider, it's a very convenient solution. You don't really have to do much, but as a result of that, you have to pay a monthly fee. Now, what if you were to buy your modem and router and buy your home network equipment? Well, it might be a little bit less convenient in terms of setting it up and getting it configured. But there are a lot of pros here. There are a lot of good things that come out of it. Number one, you can save on cost by buying your own equipment. You have more control and your network is more customizable. And then lastly, you get better performance. So let's dig into the two different options for buying your home networking equipment. The first option here is very similar to what your internet service provider will give you when you rent equipment from them. And this is just, it's buying a modem and router combination device. It's one device. It's very easy to set up. You have a little bit more control over the configuration of the device and your home network, but you save on cost. For example, if you buy a modem and router combination device, you can get a pretty good one for less than $200. So if you do the math there, if you rent your equipment from your internet service provider for more than a year, you're going to be saving money by buying your own equipment. And then, of course, there's a little bit of setup and configuration involved when you first buy the equipment. But there are lots of resources out there if you need help. Honestly, that's the whole point of this YouTube channel and the blog that I have. I provide help for people that need it when they're setting up this equipment. So the bottom line is, don't be intimidated by the little amount of work that's required if you were to buy your own modem and router combination device. As a result as well, by doing so, you can get more up-to-date equipment that performs better. You normally don't get the top-of-the-line equipment when you rent from your internet service provider. You also have no control. Because your internet service provider is renting you this device, they don't really give you much access to do anything or make any changes to customize that device to fit your unique internet needs. That's just another benefit of buying your own equipment. That pretty much covers the modem router combination device if you want to buy that instead of rent from your internet service provider. Let's dive into another option as well. Okay, this next option here, this is the one that I implement in my network, and that's to buy a standalone modem and standalone router. So rather than having these pieces of equipment combined into one device and buy a modem router combination device, you can buy each of these individually for your home network. And the best way I like to put it is if you buy a modem router combination device, that's a great fit for people that are maybe a little less technical and a little less specific when it comes to their internet needs, because you don't have as much ability to configure and customize your network as you do when you buy separate devices. Keep in mind, if you have a separate modem and a separate router, you can upgrade, interchange either of these devices based upon the needs and performance of your home network. So in buying these individual devices, you have the ability to customize your home network in just about any way you want. You own both of these devices, so you can make any changes, you can update them, and that's your responsibility, right? You own both of these pieces of equipment. You're responsible for setting up, configuring, and updating those devices. And again, if that sounds maybe intimidating to you, or it sounds like it'll be too much for you, these devices are actually really easy to set up. And as I mentioned before, there are plenty of resources available online to help you if you get into any trouble. So the bottom line here is, in the amount of money you spend renting your modem router combination device from your internet service provider for 1 year, you can buy your own modem and router. And whether that's a modem router combination device or a standalone modem and router, you can buy either of those, whatever option you choose, you can buy for probably less than $200 and get great performance out of it. So the bottom line here is my recommendation is, and again, your internet service provider is not going to be happy that I'm saying this, but you should be buying your own equipment. And whether you're a non-technical person, you just want your internet to work, maybe you buy a modem and router combination device for a little bit more effort and a lot more ability to customize and improve and maximize the performance of your internet plan, you can buy your own individual modem and individual router. And largely, once these devices are set up, no matter which option you choose, it's largely set and forget. You can tinker with it as much or as little as you want, and you'll have a working, functional internet connection. If you have any questions about this information, please drop a comment below, and I'll do my best to help you out. I'll also link to a blog post that is associated with this content. It will give you some more context when making these decisions. And if you found this video useful, please hit it with the like or subscribe button. And I'd love to hear your feedback if you have any other videos that you would like me to make or any questions about this sort of material. There's going to be plenty more content coming down the line here, and I'm here to help you. So you just let me know what works best for you and what you're looking to learn. As always, thanks for checking out this episode from Network from Home. We'll catch you on the next one.